You're watching Long Beach Local News. Breaking news, community, politics, sports, entertainment in Long Beach, California.
Seconds away, a new and the first all-inclusive playground is coming to Long Beach.
And after, police arrest a hotel employee after threatening mass shooting.
Plus, the announcement of Long Beach's K9 Aussie passing.
And later, the community calendar, the LBLN news, starts right now.
You're watching Long Beach Local News. Breaking news, community, politics, sports, entertainment in Long Beach, California.
Good morning and welcome to the LBLN Weekly News Update. I'm Cornelia Nicholson and Eric Richards is out today.
And I'm Yasmin Tamras. We begin with Long Beach Mayor Robert Garcia and Councilwoman Mungo, who have announced the city's first premier all-inclusive playground in El Dorado Park. The planning and design for the new playground is now included in the 2020 budget goals. Councilwoman Mungo said in a release, "We need to invest in our outdoor play spaces so children have areas to imagine, exercise, and interact with other children. These playgrounds are to ensure that all different abled children are able to grow with and play alongside their peers."
The new playground will be the portion of El Dorado Park outside the gates off Studebaker and Barrios between Spring and Willow Street. Premier playgrounds that meet the standard safety and accessibility requirements have ranged in cost from $700,000 to over $1 million. The planning process will determine the price tag on this project.
Now on Saturday, August 17, 2019, the Long Beach Fire Department, Microsoft SoCal, LA Galaxy SOSC unified amongst many other teams to battle against each other to test their strength, stamina, and endurance at the Long Beach airport by pulling planes as fast as possible to raise funds and awareness for the Special Olympics of Southern California.
Yes, the Special Olympics of Southern California provides year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. The event on Saturday was a fun team competition to see which group can pull a 124,000-pound jet to the fastest to support this great cause. Eric Richards caught up with Chief Luna of Long Beach PD team. Let's take a look at what he had to say about participating on the day.
It was hard, yeah, just to put it bluntly, but you know what? It was well worth it. We're out here for Special Olympics and all the families. Law enforcement has had a special relationship with Special Olympics for decades, and we're partners, and it really fits who law enforcement is. We go out of our way every day of the year to help anybody and everybody who needs help. And when you look at some of the athletes and their families that are involved in Special Olympics, man, it just tugs at your heart. Yeah. And it's really when you look at the athletes and you look at their passion, their attitude towards teamwork and just competition, it's so inspiring. So you saw all of the Long Beach Police Department volunteers out here and their families. These athletes inspire us.
Well, you can view the winners and the team's poll time on fundraising.sosc.org. Now, past Monday on the 19th of August, a concerned hotel employee notified the Long Beach Police Department of a verbal threat of violence and mass shootings by an employee at a local hotel in the 4700 block of Airport Plaza Drive. The LBPD took immediate steps to investigate the alleged threats.
On Tuesday, detectives identified 37-year-old Rodolfo Montoya of Huntington Beach as the employee. A subsequent search of the suspect's residence in Huntington Beach, where multiple firearms, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and tactical gear were seized, including high-capacity magazines and an assault rifle, which is illegal to possess in California.
Montoya was booked on manufacturing and distributing assault weapons, possession of an assault weapon, and for making a criminal threat, and is being held on $500,000 bail at the Long Beach City Jail. The preliminary investigation revealed that Montoya was upset over human resource issues.
Chief of Police Robert G. Luna says that in recent months, we have seen several tragic incidents that have resulted in many lives lost. This incident is an excellent example of the see something, say something philosophy and how critical it is to report suspicious activity to law enforcement. Anyone holding information regarding this incident are urged to call the LBPD. And remember, if you wish to remain anonymous, you may call the tip line.
Now on Thursday, just after 12:30 p.m., the Metro Blue Line train collided with Long Beach Transit bus at the First and Long Beach Boulevard. This is the first time that such a collision has happened between the Blue Line train and transit bus. Luckily, no injuries were reported and streets reopened about an hour after, as well as having services run normal again.
More on Thursday at 12:45 p.m., officers responded to reports of a person with a gun in the 5300 block of Atlantic Avenue involving an unknown suspect, which was later to be determined as a criminal threat investigation. Streets were closed near Atlantic and Market in North Long Beach during the investigation. Upon arrival, officers contacted two male adult victims who stated a male adult and a female suspect were asked to leave a business in the 5300 block of Atlantic Avenue when the male suspect made a verbal threat and brandished a firearm.
The female adult suspect was taken into custody without incident, and the male adult suspect barricaded himself inside a nearby location. SWAT was activated, entered the location, and took the male suspect into custody. Jovan Vargas, a 33-year-old resident of Long Beach, was booked for making a criminal threat, felon in possession of a firearm, receiving known stolen property, and is being held on $50,000 bail.
38-year-old resident of Long Beach, Maria Garcia, was booked for felon in possession of a firearm, felon in possession of ammunition, and an outstanding warrant, and is being held on a $36,000 bail. The two suspects were known to each other but didn't know the victims, and the two firearms were recovered at the scene. Gang investigation detectives responded, and the investigation is ongoing.
Now on Friday, Long Beach police revealed that on August 14th at 3:40 p.m., LB Police K9 dog Ozzy was located deceased by his handler. The department immediately initiated a bureau review into all the equipment, their protocols, and circumstances of the accident.
Public Information Officer for Long Beach Police, Yoranza Chavarria, shares with us that Ozzy and his handler were off duty at the time and describes how Ozzy was inside the officer's department-issued K9 vehicle. A veterinarian examination of Ozzy and the preliminary results determined the cause of death to be heat-related. Once the review is completed, the LBPD will assess this tragic accident and ensure it doesn't happen again. The LBPD K9 vehicles are outfitted with fail-safe equipment that is meant to generate an alert. At this time, they believe this alert may not have been working.
The LBPD asks that the community respects the handler and his family, as the department also mourns Ozzy's loss just like any of their employees. Currently, all of LBPD Patrol K9 handlers are checking their heat system controller prior to every shift and will continue to do so as part of their daily protocols.
Earlier this year, the Sunnyside Cemetery grave directors announced they'd be shutting down after years of struggling to stay afloat. Last Tuesday evening, on August 20th, the Long Beach City Council unanimously voted to acquire the 112-year-old historic site. The 13-acre grounds will now be maintained by Long Beach Parks, Recreation, and Marine Department. The property is a final resting home for over 16,000 people and will continue to live on as public land and one of Long Beach's most historic properties.
Well, former Long Beach State volleyball player Trevor Crabb had a lot to celebrate this past weekend as he and partner Reed Pretty were named champions of the AVP Gold Series Manhattan Beach Open. The victory may come as a shock, as this was the first time the pair had ever played together. Pretty was a last-minute fill-in for Crabb's former teammate Tri Bourne, who suffered a hand injury last month. This was the first championship win for Crabb with the final score of 21-15 and 21-19.
We will be right back with the LBLN Community Calendar. Stay with us.
Long Beach Local News is offering you a new and highly effective advertising strategy to engage with the local population and help you gain new customers and enhance your business revenue through consistent content creation. Long Beach Local News is an award-winning, trusted, and the only video source for credible community news in Long Beach. We aspire to educate, inform, be fun, interactive, and supportive of all local businesses, small or large, and community organizations. Through a combination of social media strategies, such as rotating digital ads on our website, monthly 30-second video commercials, as well as your company logo on screen, which alone reach online 20 to 50,000 views, we have a variety of packages to offer your business and can tailor them to meet your individual needs and requirements. Long Beach Local News has over 320,000 followers on social media platforms and 20 million hits on the website. Your local business is what keeps Long Beach thriving. Let us be your partner in ensuring your future growth. Contact us today for more information. Welcome back to the LBLN Community Calendar. I'm Yazan Tanras.
And I'm Cornelia Nicholson, and here's what's happening in Long Beach this week. It's the final taste of downtown of the summer this Wednesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Over the past couple of months at various parts of downtown Long Beach, the event offers sample-sized portions of some of the restaurant's best dishes. This week they're hosting at the waterfront, and tickets for the culinary delights can be purchased at the box office tent on event days.
On Saturday through to Monday for Labor Day weekend, the Long Beach Greek Fest is hosting its annual event each day from noon. All it costs is $5 to get in, and you can enjoy all that Greeks have to offer, from traditional live music and dancing, authentic food, demonstrations and shopping. You'll be sure to click into Oppa and feel like you landed in Greece at this event. So become acquainted with the Greek culture here in Long Beach. Visit lbgreekfest.org for more information.
And now, a very exciting event coming up this weekend. Did you know Long Beach has its very own Comic-Con held at the Convention Center? Yes, that's right, here on Saturday at 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get your costumes ready, as there will also be a costume contest this Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Various categories being judged and many prolific guests joining and speaking from the comic world. Children aged 10 and under are admitted free with an adult admission. Tickets are available at the door, though pricing will be cheaper when you buy them beforehand at your local comic store or online at longbeachcomiccon.com.
I did not know that, but I'll be sure to be there. Okay, well, coming up on Sunday is the final day of the annual Art Plus Music in Bixby Park, which showcases works by local Southern California emerging artists and musicians with diverse backgrounds and talent, from illustrations, photography, fine and modern art to jewelry, ceramics and more, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This event is free to attend and family-friendly, with food trucks, live artist demonstrations, music, and of course more.
Starting today, the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Marine will be offering free after-school programs in Long Beach parks. The program will feature arts and crafts, games, sports, and homework assistance. All the centers for teens are in walking distance from high schools and aim to build friendships through fun activities. The after-school program is free to all students ages 5 to 18. To find a complete list of all the parks and times, visit longbeach.gov/park.
Well, and finally, today marks Women's Equality Day, which commemorates the day when the 19th Amendment was passed in 1920, giving women the right to vote, own property, choices of marriage, occupation, and plans on bearing children. Since 1971, the 26th of August is celebrated to remember the suffragists and their efforts, as well as other women's rights issues.
Later, joining us in the studio is founder of the Equality Rights Amendment Once and for All and a member of the National Organization for Women, Zoe Nicholson, who will be talking to us about the progression and program she led past Saturday in Long Beach with suffragists in full costume, as well as her one-woman show that she performed that night on Alice Paul and activism. So stay tuned for that live event at noon on Facebook at Long Beach Local News.
Okay, well, that's it with the top stories here from Long Beach Local News today. We appreciate you for joining us this morning. You can stay up to date with more stories on our website, longbeachlocalnews.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media at Long Beach Local News and hit those notification buttons to know when we go live and for any other news updates. I'm Cornelia Nicholson.
And I'm Yazan Tamras. Thank you very much. See you soon.